10, that means there's 10 minutes to 9 or 10 minutes to the next number. For instance, the small one is at number 8, the large one at number 10, so it's 10 minutes to 9 because there's missing 10 more minutes before we reach to 9 o'clock. All right.
Great.
So that's the way we read. Yes, that's the way we read. And just to continue a little bit with this review, if the small one is at number 11 and the large one is at number 10, 10 minutes pass after the 11, so it will be 10 past 11. 10 past 11, 5 past 11. If it at the 15, if the large and is on the 15, where we say a quarter past, and what number we will use? The one that is on the small hand. So the small hand is on number 2. We will say a quarter past 2. All right, a quarter past 2. And finally, if the large one is at number 6, that means at the middle of the clock, the middle of the clock, it will be half past, because half of the clock is past already. So it will have the small one at number 3 and the large one at number 6. It will be half past 3. Wow, what do you think about that, Teacher Tatiana?
I think that we have to practice to
make
handle
perfection.
this, right?
Correct. So let's go to 1 or 2 practice and then we continue. So we have this clock. All right, we have the clock and the small n is at number 8. The large one is at number 12. What time it is? Option A is 8 o'clock. Option B is 4:45.
Okay. The small
one is at number 8.
At 8 and the large
at number 12.
Okay, so it's 8 o'clock. Letter A. It's
Letter
8 o'clock.
A is 8 o'clock. Correct, Teacher Tatiana. Correct. Did you get it, students? Yeah? Okay, let's go to another example, another practice. We have the clock. All right? Remember our clock? The small one is at number 7. Number 7. Okay? 7. And the small one is at number 5. At number 5. Small one, number 7. Large one, number 5.
Okay.
Option A is 4 o'clock. Option B is 5 past 7.
Yeah, it's letter B. It is 5 past 7.
Why?
Because the small one is in the 7, but the other one it's in number 5. So it's 5 minutes after 7.
Good, Teacher Tatiana. Okay, let's go to leisure. What's leisure? That's like a complicated word, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, the time when you are free from work or other duties and can relax. You don't have homework. You don't have no responsibility at the moment at home.
Oh, okay.
That time that you are free is what we call leisure.
Leisure.
Okay?
Leisure.
So, what leisure activity do you do in your free time? Teacher Tatiana.
Okay. Dancing.
Dancing. Good.
Reading a book.
Okay. Exactly.
Walk.
Great.
Walking too.
So let's review some activity. We are playing guitar, fishing, reading books, playing basketball, drawing, and cooking. Those are activities you do when you have free time. So those are leisure. Okay? Great. So Let's see, do we have time for another activity?
Yes, we have one.
Okay.
We can do one.
We can do one.
Yeah. So specific.
Well, let's see. This is about routine. Okay? So we have our days of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Right? And I decide that I'm going to play basketball this Sunday at 4 p.m. or 4 o'clock. Alright? Great. What time does Mario play basketball?
Okay. He played basketball at 4 o'clock.
At 4 o'clock. And else should the clock be?
Okay, the small one will be in number 4.
Yeah.
And the large one, the long one, will be on the 12th.
Excellent. So on Google Classroom, we're going to have more practice about this. Tell us how they can access that information.
Yeah, you can access to a Google Classroom. The code is TO66L6D. Also, right now, if you want to send messages or ask questions, you are welcome to do it. So remember that you will have access to the complete class and also all the activities, especially those the teacher Reynaldo Mani just explained to us. So
Great.
time, it's over, my dear students.
That is correct.
But stay there because we have more for 8 and 9 graders.
That's correct. So stay tuned. We will be back.
Conéctate con Estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo, edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria.
Nuestro valor más grande está en nuestra gente panameña. Sigue la fiesta de noviembre en Nacional FM 101.7 y que viva Panamá. Con orgullo patrio, faltan 2 días para la llegada del Bicentenario de Panamá.
Conéctate con Estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo, edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria.
Suena el timbre de 8º grado. Conéctate con la estrella, celebrando el Bicentenario.
Welcome once more time. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome, students. It's time for 8th grade. 8th grade, and today we have Teacher Tatiana with our 8th graders. Teacher Tatiana, what do we have for today?
Well, my 8th graders, you will start a new topic, but before we start this new topic, I wanted to remind you that this weekend, this coming Sunday, on November 28th, remember that Panama, this is a special day for Panama. It's like our birthday.
Yeah.
Like our birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, because 200 years of independence from Spain. It means this event, it was a process between November 10 and November 28, right? But on this coming Sunday, November 28, will be exactly like 200 years of of independence. I mean, the day that we signed, that we declared, that we screamed like Rufina Alfaro, we are independent.
The day we say we don't want no more business with you.
Yes.
We gotta be a grown-up person, a grown-up country.
Yeah, totally true.
Yes,
Totally.
that's correct.
So going back to business, my 8th graders, today we will start a new topic. We will talk about pollution, that it's a very important topic. It's something that we need to consider, that we need to take care of our environment. And in order that we take care of our environment, it's very important to know what kind of pollute, what kind of substance make our environment like damage. Okay,
That's correct.
so today's objective is to identify and discuss different type of pollution, to distinguish when to use should and shouldn't. So basically that is the structure. Okay, and we will have vocabulary. Also I will explain a little bit about the context, and at the end we will go with the structure. But before, again, we wanted to make a pause, and we will have our favorite segment.
What segment is that?
Okay, that segment is Did You Know? Did you know? You will make that sound. The Bicentennial Torch, or as it also mentioned, Torch of Freedom, or 200 Wishes for Panama, is one of the acts that commemorates the 200 years of independence of Panama from Spain. So
Wow.
this year, this is one of the events that we are going to have, because we have many. Okay, what it makes it special of this torch is that it travel in different district. Okay,
Wow.
and one of the people who was like in charge to protect and everything go well with this trip is the fire body.
Oh,
So,
okay,
yeah,
the firefighters.
they use one of the truck in order to transportate the church in different places like Benanome and Agua Dulce and all those stuff. So
You know that songs remind me of the Olympics torch.
yeah, yeah, we can say that.
Yeah.
It's almost the same. I mean, it's the same objective. Okay.
Okay, great. That's a nice initiative.
Yeah.
Nice. Good
So-
job.
Great. Let's go with our vocabulary. So, Teacher Reynaldo, I will ask for
Alrighty.
your help.
Sure.
After me, please repeat the words.
Repeat
And also,
after
the
me.
students who are listening carefully to us, remember to repeat. Practice. Number
Perfection.
1, pollution.
Pollution.
Number 2, contaminant.
Contaminant.
Number 3, harm.
Harm.
Number 4, scientific.
Synthetic.
Number 5, thermal.
Thermal.
Number 6, radioactive.
Radioactive.
Number 7, unfit.
Unfit.
Number 8, pollutant.
Pollutant.
Number 9, carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide.
And number 10, pesticide.
Pesticide.
Okay, yes, okay.
Teacher Tatiana, do you know that number 9 is complicated?
Carbon dioxide.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's not only with the pronunciation, also the same systems also.
Oh, okay. You got to explain that right now, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I will give you a little bit of fact today. So, if you wanted to practice or get access to this vocabulary, remember that you can access to our Google Classroom. The code is CO66L60. Okay, you're going to find a practice where you need to read carefully and fill in the blank with the word bank that I posted over there.
All right.
So we will go to the context. Okay.
Let's go.
To pollution, okay? The introduction or presence of contaminants into the environment, either in the form of chemical substance or energy such as noise, heat, or light, that can cause harm or discomfort to humans or other living organisms, or the damage of the environment. Okay.
Okay.
So basically, what we can say is that they are, when the presence of pollutants in the water or in the air or in the lands, okay, that damage that area, we can call pollution.
Teacher Tatiana, that means if I see the grass of my house burning, that would be a pollutant.
Well, the burning, remember that they have like smoke?
Yes.
The smoke, that's just the pollutant.
Ooh.
Okay.
So that is bad.
Yeah, when it's like too much.
We need to avoid it.
Yeah, that will affect us, and later you will have the opportunity and the next level to talk about global warming, and you will be able to talk about know more about that. Okay.
All right.
There are three aspects about pollutions. Okay. Number one, the presence of contaminant. Number two, the amount of contaminants.
Ooh.
And number three, the contaminants are causing harm to life.
Like us.
Yeah, human are one of the most pollutant. Okay, we contaminate, we damage our earth a lot. Pollution occur in all habits. Okay, it could be, as I told you before, land, water, air, also light.
Wow.
Okay, pollutants are the substance which cause habitat destructions. Artificial or synthetic substance such as pesticide, natural substance such as carbon dioxide.
The complicated word.
Yeah, the complicated word.
And that's what come out of the car, right? Okay.
There we can classify pollution in two categories.
All right.
The first one is the type of pollutant. Okay. For example, noise pollutions, thermal, that is like heat, pollution, light pollution, radioactive pollution, and e-waste. Okay. The other category is the part of the environment affected.
Ooh.
Okay, the air, the water, and the land or soils. They are so we have air pollution, water pollution, and land or soil pollution.
Okay.
So now that I give you this explanation, it's time to make a practice.
All right.
Remember that you can access to our Google Classroom. The code is TO66L6C. Right now, you can also interact with us through WhatsApp. The number is 60048182. Remember that we are on air on Instagram, Nacional FM Panamá. Okay, good. So now that I give you all the possible ways that you can get contact with us, that you can interact with us, also that you can have feedback, let's go to the practice.
Practice.
It's the key in English. Read carefully each statement and choose the correct answer. Number one, pollution occurs in all habits. In all habitats. Pollution occurs in all habitats.
That's a good question.
Okay, we have as well as we say that Panama is like it have the pleasure to have like diversity. Okay, also in the environment we have different kind of places, environment, habitats. Okay, so if I already explain or say to you that we can find pollution on water, on air, on light, on noise, and light, so think about it. Pollution occurs in all habitats. Yes. Sorry. Letter A, true, or letter B, false?
I would say it's letter A, true.
Letter A, true. Exactly.
Yes, correct.
Let's go with number two. Pollutants are the substance which cause habitat destruction. Okay. To give you an example of pollutants is the carbon dioxide. Okay. Also, I can say like some chemicals on the water.
Yes.
I also can say the garbage or trash that are not deposited in the correct place or container. Okay, so to give you an idea of the word pollutants. Now think about it. Pollutants are the substance which cause habitat destruction. Letter A, true, or letter B, false?
I would say, teacher Tatiana, letter A, true.
Pollutants are the substance which cause habitat destruction.
That is correct.
True. Okay, let's do one more. Let's go with number 3. Pollution keeps air clean. Think about it. Clean is the key word here. Okay, pollution keeps air clean. What do you think?
Pollution keep air.
Can you live
clean.
in a place around garbage?
No.
Can you
teacher.
live in a place where our lights smell too bad?
No.
Okay. Can you live in the air where every time that you go out you need to wear not a face mask during the pandemic, okay, but because you is not able to breathe fresh air?
No. That mean, teacher Tatiana, we should go to option B. That is false.
Correct. Okay, so this is some statements that you need to think carefully in order to give the answer, but they are not difficult. You just have to think in what you have around yourself.
Okay.
In order to finish, we will go with the structure. Okay.
Structure.
Today, I wanted to explain to you how to use should and shouldn't.
Oh.
Okay, should and shouldn't.
All right.
To be honest, this is an auxiliary, a model, and the most of us have issue to pronounce the word should and shouldn't. Should not, it's the formal way. Shouldn't is the short way.
All right.
Okay, so when we use it, number 1, to give advice, examples.
I should take care of the environment.
Exactly, that's a good one. Number 2, show obligation or duty to say what is right.
You should dump the garbage in the trash can.
Exactly, that's a mandatory. Okay, that's a duty. This is a responsibility in order to avoid pollution, right? That's a good example. Number 3, show probability or expectation. Okay, so for example, I believe $200 should be enough for
the trip.
for clean this area.
Okay.
Okay, it's like
probability.
a probability.
But we are not sure.
It could be more, it could be less, because we don't know how much, the tools, we don't know the time also that we are going to spend cleaning the area. Okay. Great. Now, we need to focus on the structure. We can have it in affirmative, negative, and also in question, but today we will focus only in affirmative sentencing and negative sentencing.
Okay.
For affirmative sentencing, we're going to start with the subject plus the auxiliary, that this time is should, plus the main form of the verb, plus the object, plus the period. Remember that because it's affirmative sentencing must end with a period. Okay.
All right.
Great. So let me give you an example again. He should call an ambulance right now. Okay. She should clean her room. Okay. Or she should pick up those papers on the floor. Now let's go with negative sentencing. Okay, it's almost the same structure. The only thing that we are going to add the word not, or we can use the short form shouldn't. Okay, so subject plus should not or shouldn't, plus the main form of the verb, plus the object, plus the period. Okay.
Wow.
So very important. After the auxiliary should or shouldn't, you must write the verb in the base form. Okay, base form.
I think I have an example.
Okay, good.
You shouldn't take off your mask in the street.
Exactly. Okay, you shouldn't. Okay, very good. Okay, so in that case, it's like you are showing obligation, because this is a law that we have here in Panama right now. Okay,
Correct.
so you shouldn't take out. Very good, amazing. Okay, now how about if I explain to you how you can complete or practice Remember our Google Classroom, the code is TO66L60. Here you are going to find 8 sentences.
All right.
It's like a fill in the blank. You need to write should or shouldn't to complete those sentences.
Wow.
To give you an example, we have number 1, you blank be so selfish. Okay, selfish. Think about the word. Is that a positive or that is a negative attitude? Okay, selfish. Okay, I'm not talking about taking picture. Probably you hear that for those who are listening to
that
me.
one is selfish.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This one is selfish.
Exactly. Okay. So, it's like, let me explain to you the word. I have food here, and I know the teacher Reynaldo is hungry. Okay, and he asked me for food, and even though that I can share, I have enough food, and I don't want it, and I given him an excuse, or I just say no, I don't want it to share my food with you. I'm being selfish. Okay,
That's correct.
so now that you understand this word, tell me, how can we complete this sentence using should or shouldn't?
So we should know if being selfish is good or bad. So I believe being selfish is bad
Bad.
because you should like to share.
Okay.
So we should say
You shouldn't be
be
so selfish. Yes. Okay. That's the way that you're going to complete this practice, my dear student. Time is over. Time is over. But remember that you can access to our Google Classroom. Okay. So stay there. We have more another class with 9th graders.
correct.
Ay, sí trabo el video.
Conéctate con la estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo. Edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria.
Years ago, Panama got its independence from Spain. Today, we celebrate our bicentennial anniversary. Congratulations, Panama, from your teacher, Reynaldo Manis.
Congratulations, my dear and lovely Panama, for your 200 years of independence from Spain, from teacher Tatiana Lewis.
Hi Panama, in celebration of your bicentennial year. Panama, land of beautiful places, amazing people, and outstanding culture. Today I honor you and congratulations for your bicentennial year. Que viva Panamá. Ohue.
Conéctate con la estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo. Edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria.
Suena el timbre de 9º grado. Conéctate con la estrella, celebrando el bicentenario.
Welcome, students from 9th grade. Today we have teacher Tatiana with a special class. Welcome, teacher Tatiana.
Welcome, my dear student. Welcome back to another English class with Conéctate con la Estrella, an initiative of the Ministry of Education. And today we are like dressing so like typical.
Oh yeah.
Because we unfortunately we cannot share with you this coming Sunday, November 28th, but we wanted to like be like, you know, because we are proud and we are so happy of our 200th anniversary. So we wanted to have this environment for you, and the whole week different subject courses were like highlighted this special moment, this special event that we are going to celebrate this coming Sunday. Okay, I'm talking about the 200 years of independence of Panama from Spain.
200 years. And that's like our birthday, right?
Yes, our birthday, okay? So if you hear like 200 years, it's the same, or no, sorry, let me switch it. If you hear bicentennial, it means 200 years, okay?
Yes.
Centennial, as a teacher Reynaldo in previous classes explained, it's 100 years, okay?
Yes.
But it's a B, it's twice. That's the reason that it's 200 years, the bicentennial. So,
Correct.
congratulations,
Happy
Panama!
birthday to you.
Oh,
Happy
Panamanian!
birthday to you. Happy birthday, Panama. Happy birthday to you.
Woohoo!
But before we continue, let's say welcome to Ingrid, to Darwin, to GM. Welcome.
Today, my ninth graders, we are going to finish the topic of health problems. Today, objective is to identify some illness to use adverbs of manner correctly in sentencing. Okay.
Wow.
Before I start the class, I wanted to say our favorite segment.
Which one it is?
Did you know Rufina Alfaro has her own status in Los Santos? She was very close to the Spanish, and Don Segundo Villarreal took advantage of that relationship to inform the Panamanians what the Spanish soldiers were doing so they could declare independence without bloodshed. That's one of the most important things, because other wars always is involved, like people fighting, all the stuff,
a lot of death.
Yeah, a lot of that. Okay, but this independence of us was without bloodshed.
Good job.
Great, amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
So, teacher Reynaldo, can you help me with the vocabulary? Also, my ninth graders,
I'm gonna try.
listen carefully and repeat.
Okay.
So, number 1, sore throat.
Sore throat.
Number 2, backache.
Backache.
Number 3, stomach ache.
Stomachache.
Number 4, fever.
Fever.
Number 5, flu.
Flu.
Number 6, cold.
Cold.
Number 7, headache.
Headache.
And number 8, cough.
Cough.
Okay. These are the 8 words that we will focus today in order to explain the last part of health problems. Okay. In our Google Classroom, you're going to find the practice. Remember the code TO66L60.
Great.
You have to choose the correct word according to the picture. So, for example, we have a lady, an old lady, and she have like a how can I say a tissue?
Yeah, tissue.
A tissue on her face, not exactly on her face, into her nose, So that will be like flu, or that will be cough. When you say like achoo, achoo, and you need to cover your nose. So what will be? Letter A, flu, or letter B, cough?
I think it would be letter A, flu.
Exactly, So in the same way, you will pay attention to the picture, analyze exactly what illness, because that's that we are going to talk about today, and you select letter A or letter B. Also, if you wanted to interact with us right now, we are on Instagram, and remember the WhatsApp number 60048182. Now let's talk about health problems. Health problems are conditions caused naturally or produced by injury, bacteria, or poor nutrition in our body. Before we talk about some diseases and we say that we can classify an infection or non-infections. Okay, that was our previous class. Today we are going to focus on illness. Okay, so that's our things that like how can I say, like it could cause, for example, because you don't eat well, okay, and also because there isn't a bacteria or a virus inside your organisms, okay, and you get sick, right?
Right.
So example of those illness, we have cold, cough, flu, headache, fever, sore throat, okay. And what I want is that you practice as much as you can do this vocabulary and review our previous class about health problems when we talk about for example, malaria, when we talk about hypertensions, if it's that infections or non-infection disease, and all those stuff is very important that you know, because you don't know if you can be sick, and you don't know what will be the reason or how your organism, okay, will show that you are sick. It's very good that you identify and you can express to say, Mom, I'm coughing too much, or Mom, I think that I have fever, or Mom, I have these symptoms and I think that I have whatever this is. Can you help me to go to the doctor? Okay, that's very important that you involve the visit of a doctor when you are sick.
Great.
Don't be silent. Don't keep that as a secret. Okay.
Okay.
So we also have a practice here in our Google Classroom that you need to complete the sentencing according to the picture. This is only to help you to like connect, analyze, and make sense. For example, we have number 1. I ate a lot of chocolate. That's me. That's teacher Reynaldo. Now I have, and the picture show a boy. Well, it's not teacher Reynaldo, but it show a boy and he's touching his stomach. Okay, so what kind of illness do you
Stomachache.
Stomachache. Okay, stomachache. So stomachache. Let me read the sentence with the word stomachache. I eat a lot of chocolate. Now I have a stomachache. Let's go with the next one. Mom, my forehead is warm. I think I have, okay, my forehead, it's like, it's when you put when you push
Put the end.
no, when you touch your hands
Okay.
above your eyebrows here, this area, this area here.
Under your ear, over your eyebrow.
Okay, okay. And so
If you have ear.
but there's different way. Well, you know, grandmother have different way to say that you have fever.
Yes, correct.
So for example, they touch you how can I say, like here on your neck, or they touch you here on the
Your arm.
on your arm, okay, or just they look to you and see your eyes, your red eyes, and they say like, okay, you are not feeling good, let me touch you, and they go, okay, you have fever. So this is the way that you're going to complete this practice, okay? And we also will review adverbs.
Okay.
Adverbs. Most of the adverbs, this is the structure, okay? Most of the adverbs, and we are going to add ly. Ly, okay? We already reviewed the rules in our first class, but in case, what I did, I add a QR code that help you to go directly to a website that in order to review how you form adverbs, okay? Most of the, also I can say that the most of the words are adjectives that you add ly in order to change into adverbs. Now the position is very important because I can write the adverbs before the verb. For example, you will happily do your homework, or I can have the adverb after the verb. I sing loudly in my room, to give you an example. Okay, also I can have it at the end of the sentence. The doctor checked the patient carefully. So these are the three positions that you can find, or that you can write the adverb inside a sentence.
Teacher Tatiana, I think we need to stop briefly to say hello and welcome to Jovalis 20, Adri Hernandez, Liz Michelin, and Luis R. Luisa. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome, welcome, my dear students. Thank you to be here. Well, in order to finish today, we will go with the practice.
Okay.
Remember that you can access to a Google Classroom. The code is TO66L6D. You are going to find two practice. The first one is choose the correct form of the adverbs. You have 5 groups of words. 2 of them are not the correct one, or they are spelling wrong. There is only one correct, there is only one adverb on each group. Okay, so for example, number 1, okay, letter A, fast, letter B, fastly, and letter C, fatties. Okay. Well, probably if you already handle vocabulary, you are going to say, okay, this word doesn't exist, and okay, this word doesn't exist. Okay, but if you were reviewing and practicing or learning the rules, we already mentioned in 2 classes ago that there are some words that are like irregular, okay, that they do not change. It's not necessary that you add ly. So in letter A, we have, which one is the adverb? Letter A, number 1, sorry, which one is the adverb? Letter A, letter B, or letter C?
I would say letter B.
Okay, letter B. Okay, so you say I go fast, or I go fastly.
Fastly.
Okay. Okay, so but no, I don't want it to give you the answer. I wanted to see someone can give the answer. Okay.
Let's see. Let's ask one of our challengers, and we have more challengers to say welcome to. Isra XG Boni 0503 Kek Salim Sanchez Sala Luis Adri Hernandez, and we also have Abdi, and we have Giselle. Wow. Welcome.
A lot of listening. That is amazing. Thank you so much to be here. Okay, and to finish the second practice, let me explain to you the second one. Write the adverb of manner correctly in each sentence. So here you have the sentence. At the end of the sentence, in between parentheses, you have a word. Okay, most of them are adjectives. So think about it, use the rules, apply the rules.
All right.
How can you change this word into adverbs? You can add ly, or do you need to double the L and then add y, or you just have to leave the word like that because the rules say that this word is an exception. Okay, think about it. Well, what you have to do is that you need to memorize or practice or learn that rule. That is what is going to make that different. Every time that your teacher asks you to write a sentence using adverbs, or you already wrote a paragraph and say, why don't you use an adverb? Okay, so there are some words that change the meaning, okay, of the sentence or the statements. Okay, what is the reason that we use adverb? Because we wanted to say, for example, when something happened, how something happened. Okay, and also it helps you to give you like more information about something that you already did or someone did. Okay, so this is your time, my dear students, 7, 8, 9, to practice. You remember that you can access to our Google Classroom.
That is correct. And we still have more students coming in. And Abdi said he or she is from 2nd B. Sandra, welcome Sandra Udit. Welcome Milagros. Welcome Aim.
Well, time is over, my dear students. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy weekends. And once again, congratulations.
Let's celebrate together and be proud of your country. Bye-bye.
See you next Friday.
See you later. Alligator.
Es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo. Edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria.
Nuestro valor más grande está en nuestra gente panameña. Sigue la fiesta de noviembre en Nacional FM 101.7 y que viva Panamá. Con orgullo patrio, faltan 2 días para la llegada del Bicentenario de Panamá. Camino al Bicentenario, todos somos Panamá. El himno nacional se compone de la música creada por Don Santos Jorge A. y la letra de Don Jerónimo de la Osa, cuyas copias firmadas y certificadas por el secretario del gobierno de la época se guardan en el archivo del Ministerio de Gobierno y Justicia y en el Museo de Historia de Panamá. Celebramos 200 años de independencia de Panamá de España.
Hace 200 años, el deseo de hacernos dueño de nuestro destino condujo las voluntades que fraguaron nuestra independencia. Celebremos unidos nuestro bicentenario con una programación especial, iniciando desde las 7 de la mañana con los actos protocolares, Te Deum, y la lectura del Acta de nuestra Independencia, seguido desde el